gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages. Thought we'd get started with this. Coming up, back to 3, 2, 1, we're in. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, I am the Old Humble Guy. Welcome to the party, Dom. Who else we got in here? Full box. Cheers. So, today is April 4th, and I am back in the tasting room. So what have I done the last week or so? William Hall's in the house. Cheers, William. What have I done in the last, God, okay, so our last live was bottling whiskey over on the other side of this wall, in the actual operating floor. So what we've done in here is I've gotten a whole lot of stuff done, but the stuff that I was doing was really loud, so I didn't want to do it live while I was like live streaming because, well, I was cutting metal, cutting wood, doing all kinds of stuff, and going back out there, coming back in here, going back out there, coming back in here was terrible for video. So I've gotten a lot of progress done. Shall I flip the camera and let y'all see? Let's do that. This, ta-da! Now it looks like it's very close to finish, but it's not. Well, it is. It is very close to finish, but there's still a lot to do. These panels, some of these panels aren't done. They're not actually adhered to the wall, and that's what we're doing today. Cheers, William Hall. Cheers, Tater Dom. That's what we're doing today. I'm getting this stuff to the wall, adhered to the wall, but you can also see the china hutches here, our display cases, because I'm Southern, and I talk funny apparently. As some of my fellow Southerners, they say display or display, especially Texans. Some of my good hillbilly friends, they were all like, "We say display. What's wrong with you?" I was like, "Fuck you guys." Anyway, let's hit it, shall we? Let's get on with it. Quick word from our sponsors. This is I've been saying this for almost a year now, but this video is about to be retired, so we're going to watch it a handful more times.
Is your bar looking a little ordinary? Is it lacking something awesome? Well, head out to your local liquor store and pick up something extraordinary. Grab a bottle of Old Humble Straight Whiskey or Old Humble Special Reserve. They're clean, smooth, easy drinking whiskeys that taste the way whiskey should taste. From humble beginnings to an extraordinary finish, Old Humble whiskeys are what your bar needs today.
Okay, I changed my mind. I didn't want to watch the whole thing. All right, video's still good. It's time. Let's get this going. All right, so I've got to make a little bit of room here. Got to make a little bit of room. Got to move some stuff around. Working back here behind the bar. You're not going to see much of that because there's a bar in the way. But I do need to move these china hutches and get them moved. This wood serves a very important purpose. The very important function of the wood is to hold the panels to the wall while the glue sets. I use the wood, I use chairs, I use all kinds of stuff, basically just to hold it there, because the wood, the panels really want to buckle. The wood really wants to make sure the panels don't buckle. And I got a little warp in this one. It's not, it's attached on top, but not on the bottom. I'll fix that later. I'll put some strategically placed nails, or maybe some strategically placed strips of wood to get it where it needs to go. But these will go on last, I have decided. But I do need to make a little bit of space. My wrist is still killing me. Repetitive motion injury, maybe? I don't know. That's a joke. Actually, honest to God, I don't know what I've done to my wrist. It feels like a tendon, like I lifted something wrong or weird. And it hurts. And I don't like that. Because it's my right hand. It's my strong hand. It's my Dayton hand. But this one will actually slide back here and fit nicely until I have to move it, which will not be too terribly long from now, so it'll be fine. Okay, so first things first is this panel. This panel needs to come off, get glued, and go back up. I guess I should probably introduce myself for people who haven't been here before. Yeah, it's already coming off. Perfect. I am the Old Humble guy. I am the owner and operator of the Old Humble Distilling Company, which is the place where I am at right now. I am in the Old Humble Distilling Company's operating facility. Just on the other behind the camera and to the right is a giant doorway where I make whiskey. Well, through which is a facility where I make whiskey. I am not a carpenter. I am not super loud. I'm not a carpenter. I'm not a wall framer. I don't do any of this stuff for a living. What I do is make whiskey, and I need to open up a container right here real quick to there we go, to glue up the walls. Stupid. There we go. All right. So what I'm doing, so I guess the moral of the story, if there is such a thing in this context, is that, yeah, even you can do stuff like this if you have the patience and the confidence to try it. It's not easy. It's not hard to figure out. It's not easy if you don't know what you're doing. But you can absolutely learn it if you try and take the time to be patient. You can develop the skills needed. And make no mistake, there are absolutely skills needed for this. Basic skills, problem solving, things like that. Basic problem solving skills, without question. Those are definitely needed, because you got to look at a thing and figure out how to solve the damn problem. Duh. But figuring out how to do woodworking and metal working, cutting the holes in these sheets, cutting the sheets, making sure everything fits properly, figuring out how to make it stay where it belongs. Like, I have literally never done this stuff before in my life. The closest I've come is building a shed in my backyard. For real. The closest I've come to anything like this is building a shed. And that's not the same. Building a shed for tools versus an actual room where human beings are going to show up and drink whiskey. Two very different things. Now, what I'm doing here is putting this wood on the bottom to try and take a little bit of the ripple out. but it'll fit, or it'll stick just fine. And that'll set up in about 30 minutes. Done and done. Get my Jenga block and put it back where it belongs with the Jenga set. Who's here? Same folks? Yeah. Do we have video? Did the video freeze? Nope, we're good. We're good. Okay, so over here on the right of the screen is the funding chat. If you want to see your chat up on screen, that costs you a super chat. Still trying to raise money for better equipment for the studio. We do have bands coming on the 27th, and I will be streaming that, and that will be available to members. There we go. Snug as can be. All right, and this is gonna be the last one that I do, like, in a weird place, so it'll be that's hard to see on camera. And I'm sure there's a better thing to do than liquid nails for this, but I did not want to have to figure out how to put mounting brackets or something on this. That was going to be a problem. That was going to make it really hard. Having to put drywall holders. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word I was looking for. Those little holsters for the drywall in the wood or in the drywall, and then find those holes through. I guess I could have drilled a hole in the sheet metal. I mean, there's ways I could have done it, I guess. I just didn't want to. So, I didn't. And this one, I believe, is fitted well enough so that there's not buckles. He says, as there's a buckle right there. But I believe this one fits quite nicely in its space. There's a little buckle there. And that's easy to fix. With my handy dandy wood chunks. Ow! Come on. Ugh. So what else have we got going on? In the last couple of months, while I've taken this live happy hour sabbatical, or the sabbatical from my happy hour shows, I have written 2 or 3 skits that will go on the channel. An informational how-to episode of how to make a home still, how to make, because I've had that question asked of me, is there a way to make a home still? Yeah, there's a way to make a home still. It's not complicated. Like, none of this shit's particularly complicated. We've been making alcohol as a species for 900 something years. No, longer than that. We've been making whiskey for 900 something years. We've been making alcohol as a species for close to 3,000 years. Like, none of this is particularly complicated to do. It's just a process, and once you learn the process, just like anything else, once you learn the process, it becomes pretty easy. to repeat the process. Will that work? Nope, that won't work, but that will. I mean, like this wall, once I figured out what I was doing and how to do it, it actually became pretty damn easy to do it again and again. For the most part. That one's going to take a minute to set up anyway. One more little board, and it'll go in. But yeah, I mean, and that's how it goes with most things. There's a process. You learn the process. And once you learn the process, it's a matter of iteration of the process and doing the thing that needs to be done again and again, better and better. And that's true in business, that's true in calculus, that's true in, there's a slight warp here, and I think it's because that bottom corner down there is a 1/4 inch too wide. And I could go at it with my angle grinder, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna take a board and stick it in there, which is generally the solution to most of life's problems. Just take some wood and stick it in the hole, and then there you go. Problem mostly solved. And in this case, the hole is right there. It's in my soul. The hole is in my soul. And I feel it. Oh, was that a splinter in my hand? No. What the hell's going on out here? That is the last words you'll hear from me when I get murdered on screen. What's going on out here? Dead. That's dark. I didn't mean to go dark. All right. Put this down. Nope, this one needs to stay down there. This board is being problematic, and I don't like that. All right, let's try something real quick. I'm going to I am going to cut that off. It's going to get loud. Sorry, kids. It's just in a place where it needs to not be. So it's going to have to get loud for just a second while I solve this problem. Because that's what you do when you own a business. You solve a series of problems. So I'm going to mute this real quick. Hey, cheers, Bimbo Barbarella. All right, I'm going to mute the microphone. And now we turn the sound back on. So there you go. Sometimes you just have to do something that's not entirely safe, like throw a bunch of sparks all the way around without wearing proper ear or eye protection. But got the job done. And now that little board fits exactly where it should and how it should. And nothing burned to the ground. So, you know what they say, folks, safety third. It's the motto we live by here at the Old Humble Distilling Company. Safety third. Okay, so I've got 3 more panels that need to get done, plus a little baby panel, which is behind the camera. And I've got a little bit of liquid nails left in the container over there. And then I'll put the china hutches where they belong. This thing's about half full. I got enough for 1 full. Yeah, we got plenty. I'm good here. Okay. So I need to move this one back out because I got to get to that panel that's there behind the bar. Then I got to get to these 2 panels, but they're pretty much in the open anyway. So we're doing our grand opening starting this weekend. I need to have all the panels up and done. I can finish with the touch-up paint. There's still, like, you can see a few spots that need touch-up paint. There's some thin spots on the wall that just kind of need to be gone over with a little roller. There's some thin spots back here. I'm not so much worried about this. This is going to be covered up by the china hutches. But there's a few spots. And then I'm going to have a string of lights going around the top, which is going to be a nice little touch. That's going to be specifically for shows and night parties where it gets, will transform, where the space is transformed into the Firefly Lounge. When the space is transformed into the Firefly Lounge. Shit. You know what? We'll do it this way. There we go. That worked. Move you over here. Perfect. Now, there's also an opportunity to ask me anything. I will answer any and all questions as they come to me. See here. But I'm really excited. This is the end of an extremely long process. An extremely long, I'd even go so far as to say excruciating. I have put between actual work and just thinking about doing this, the learning, the how to, the actual fabrication and work and all that shit that I've had to do in like literally my spare time, because it's my job. One, this is what I do. It's my full-time occupation, is being a dum-dum at a distillery. Head distiller, head mixer, blendologist, whatever the hell you want to call it that I do. I make the whiskey that we sell. That's my job. I love doing it. I also drink the whiskey that we sell. But I make far more than I drink, and I sell far more than I drink, which is very important. Distinction both. Okay. I have a sales guy now, and I like him. He worries me. because he's a sales guy, and sales guys just are cuckoo in general. But I actually foresee a day in the very near future where I will be able to spend more of my time making whiskey and less of my time selling whiskey, because I have competent professionals who will be able to sell whiskey on my behalf. Teams of them, as a matter of fact, who can go out, do the promos, line up the stores, do all the stuff. I'm also very happy to announce that there is a hack, a carpentry hack that I tried, and it worked well. Surprisingly well. Shockingly well. Look at my butt. So these panels here, they needed to, these holes needed to go around a, they were cut for an opening. They needed to go around these wooden, whatchamacallits here. Outlet trim, that's the word I'm looking for. They need to go around the outlet trim. And in order to find out where exactly they needed to go, I used toothpaste around the outlets, pressed the panel to the outlet, to the wall where it would be placed, and then there was a mark on the back of the panel made with minty fresh toothpaste that told me where I needed to cut. And I was skeptical. I was like, there's no way that works for real. And then I did it, and I was like, I'll be damned. It worked. It worked perfectly every single time. The only issue was smudging of the toothpaste so that it wasn't a perfect rectangle or a perfect space, but the height was perfect. The height was perfect. The width was perfect. Once I had the height set up, then it was just a matter of making sure that the width and depth were properly set. You know, the width and not depth. The width was set up with the height properly. And then boom, I had on every single one of these, they were cut perfectly in the right space. And I can't say I was able to do that with the outlets on the drywall. I did not cut every single one of the drywall outlets perfectly on my first try, but I cut every single one of these outlets plus the trim perfectly, or very nearly so, on my first try. And that is an accomplishment for me, at least. For me. New York pizza or deep dish pizza? Chicago deep dish pizza. New York or Chicago style? That's a good question. I'm not opposed. I don't know if I've had New York style pizza. I'm sure I have. My hunch is that most pizza is New York style pizza. Right? Like if I order just a pizza, Domino's or whatever, like that is a New York style pizza, isn't it? Correct me if I am incorrect about that. But if that's not the case, then I don't know that I've had New York style pizza. And I know that is a character flaw. There is a Windy City Pizza in Houston. No, I have had New York style pizza. I've had New York style pizza. It's a thinner crust. It's not thin crust. It's not that crispy, nasty thin crust pizza. I hate thin crust pizza. But it's a thinner crust, kind of floppy. I'm a pizza purist. I like my pizza to be simple. Pepperoni, beef, you know. Like if you're getting all fancy with the pizza, like you've already failed. You know? Like there's no need to put a bunch of shit on a pizza. It's a pizza, for God's sake. I don't need goat cheese and all this other nonsense. It is a pizza. Make it plain and simple for me, thanks. Plain and simple pizza is all that I require. And that doesn't mean that you can't do it, but there's also very simple pizza math that goes into ordering any pizza. Count the number of people, divide by 2, and order that many pepperoni pizzas. If anybody asks for something else, like Supreme Pizza or something like that, something exotic. Yes, Supreme Pizzas are exotic pizzas, thank you. Add that to the order. Don't subtract a pepperoni pizza unless it's 2 or more people. But it's got to be 4 or more people ordering one of those exotics, because 4 people will eat a whole pizza. I'm not even on camera. Why didn't y'all say something? I'm over here. We're over here now. Let's move it this way. Yeah, I was actually behind the bar. Sorry. If it's 4 or more people, they will eat the entire exotic. But they're also only going to have a couple of pizzas. They're only going to have a couple of pieces because their pizza's disgusting. They know it's disgusting. They just want to like show off or whatever with their stupid, disgusting pizza order. Doesn't make any sense why they would do it. Why they would invite the ire of everybody with a dumb pizza order. But people do it. Whatever. People do it. They're dumb. Whatever. Don't ever replace. This is what I'm saying. Don't ever replace pizza with the exotics unless there's a critical mass of people actually ordering the exotics. You know, they want a Supreme Pizza. Fine, you can have a Supreme Pizza. But, okay, onto these other 2 panels. But you should know, we know, you're not going to eat your Supreme Pizza. We know this. You're going to eat pepperoni just like the rest of us. And we have a rule in our house. If you want the Hawaiian pizza garbage, if you want that shit, that's fine. You can have that shit. But you do not eat the other pizzas. Like, you eat those last. Those other pizzas are not for you. You don't sit there and order your stupid, shitty pineapple Hawaiian crap and then eat the good pizza and then have a whole Hawaiian garbage pizza left over. That's dumb. Because nobody wants to eat your garbage Hawaiian pizza. Not even you want to eat your garbage Hawaiian pizza. So no garbage Hawaiian pizzas unless you promise, and this is very important in our house, you have to promise to not touch the good pizza. Like, you can have a couple of slices, but you wanted a nasty pizza, you eat the nasty pizza. So New York style pizzas are huge. So the pieces fold. Well, I know like the pizza folds over, but it's got to be more than just an extra large pizza, right? Like, a New York style pizza's got to be more than just an extra large pizza, because I've had extra large pizzas. I've had Fuzzies. Like, there's a place here in Houston called Fuzzies that is a New York style pizzeria. A claim of which I'm skeptical because I didn't, when I went to New York, we didn't have pizza. When I went to New York, we ate restaurant food, like civilized people, and deli food. But that was in the 90s. We went for a taping of David Letterman, the Houston episode of the David Letterman show. I only have a little bit of liquid nails left in this one, so I'm going to have this little panel that I'm going to do first. It's back here in the back corner by the door. And it fits pretty well in its spot, so I don't have a whole lot of worry about it popping out. There we go. I could have done this last night, but I was exhausted yesterday. Thing about this is it's not like hard work, but it's not easy. You know, I've said this before. Like, this is... like, it's a specific set of skills. There we go. I got it in. It's a specific skill set. You get the skill set by doing it. This is not a skill set you get from books. This is a skill set you acquire from work and actually doing it and iterating it again and again and again and again. Like, by the time I was done with this last panels over here is when I was actually good at cutting the panels to the right size. By the time I got to the last chunks of wood, I was finally good at doing the wood trim. By the time I got to the last bits is when I was finally comfortable enough to call myself good at doing the last little bits. But back to the pizza styles. I like the sauce, so I'm a big fan of saucy pizza, but Chicago style pizza is not the end all be all, really. It's good, but Jesus Christ, they're so damn proud of their freaking pizza. Like, I'll have a regular pizza with extra sauce, thanks. I don't have to go to Chicago for it. That's a whole bowl of sauce. That's a pizza, a bowl of pizza. That's what is it, casserole? Is that what would be classified as, a damn casserole? Ugh. There's a thickness to the style. It's thinner and floppier than your regular. Oh, okay. So New York pizza, it's not a thin crust pizza by any stretch. It's not a thin crust pizza. It's kind of but yeah, I can't say for sure that I've ever had it. That I've ever had a consciously had New York style pizza. I have consciously had Chicago style pizza. I've done it on purpose. In Chicago even. I've done it here in Houston. And the dude who owns Windy City Pizza is a Chicago native. Chicago expat? Would be expat since he's down here in Houston now. And I've got one more panel to go after this one. I don't know if I'm going to do the lights today. I don't know. Maybe I will. We shall see. We shall see. That's my Luigi voice. All right, so this is it. This is the demo of how it goes. This is the one you get to see in full view of the light. I line it up with the outlet, and that's why I didn't put it like that on the other ones, because now I gotta clean that shit off. Into the space. And press it to the wall. There it goes. Now, I'll bring in a chair on the one side and on this side to hold that one in place, because that's pretty much all I need on this one. A couple of chairs. Because it is pretty much where it belongs. And it's pretty much not going anywhere. Pretty much. There. Now, a couple of boards to place over the chair. And we should be good. It's a little bit of a buckle down here at the bottom. We'll go this way. You gotta do something down here at the bottom to press that up against the wall. I'll move you over here. There we go. Same thing at the bottom. And that's it, boys and girls. I don't know how it's done, but this is how I did it. This is how it's done here. Scrap wood is so beneficial to have. So yeah, I mean, I like saucy pizza. But that doesn't make it. That doesn't necessarily mean that I have a preference for Chicago style. I literally just like pizza with extra sauce, and I'm good like that. Pizza, extra sauce, I'm happy. I don't need it to be a 3-inch deep well of freaking pizza juice. That doesn't necessarily do it for me, having a deep vat of a deep, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a chunk of wood. That's what I'm looking for. So, yeah, Chicago style is fine. And having not intentionally had, not being able to say that I have had New York style on purpose, I can't really say that I prefer one over the other. Because I can't really say that I've had one or the other. Shit. How am I going to prop that up? Yeah, we'll do this. Will that do it? Yeah, actually, nope. That does not. Turn this around. There. That does it. It gets the top and bottom. Does it? does now. Nope. Let's try again. You know what I need? I know what'll do the trick. Handy dandy, if I can find it. My handy dandy, I know where it's at, or at least I know where it should be. My painter's tape. But if I gotta use packaging tape, that'll work too. Nothing I do is ever easy. And part of it is my own damn fault because I'm not as organized as I would like to be. I thought doing a tastings at home program would be fun, but I've yet to have anybody take me up on a Old Humble tasting in their home. Where are you, tape? Rah. All right, well, like painter's tape would be the perfect thing if I had it. I don't know where it's at. So it's not the perfect thing if I can't find it. It's the opposite of the perfect thing. But everything's stuck where it belongs, so that's good. It's like either the top or the bottom, and not both. There we go. I do have something. I will. Nothing is simple. It also doesn't help that I've had people cleaning behind me, moving stuff and putting things in places where I don't know where they put them. You know. And when things aren't where they belong, that's one thing. But when things aren't where they belong and I know where they're at, then, you know, that's fine because they're discoverable, at least. But when somebody else puts something where it doesn't belong, come on all the way down. When someone else puts something where it doesn't belong, then it's not discoverable. You know, it's lost. Like somebody moved it. I can't find it. Where'd it go? And that's a challenge. Who's here? JR658. Cheers, JR658. Do I have a Sbarro in the malls? Sbarro. Yeah, we got Sbarros down here. But we've got New York pizzerias. Again, I can't vouch for the authenticity of those New York pizzerias. Pizza. Because I can't say I don't have anything to compare it to. I can't say, yeah, this tastes just like the pizza we had in New York. I've never had the pizza in New York. I wouldn't know. So after this, I will put the display cases, the displays, where they belong. All right. All right. Perfectly doled out. A little bit more white stuff on the wall. There we go. Done. Up to the wall. Let's go. This goes to its place. Now, smooth it down the rest of the way. That needs to be trimmed. Oh, we get to use the grinder again. Awesome. Let's do it. Right there. Got to cut that little bitty bit off right there. Use this outlet here. Over the chair. Looks like I got to go down right there. Not a problem. I'm going to mute the microphone because this is too damn loud. Ah, the water. That's a good point. All right. Boom. Done and done. I have a little bit of water. Since I showered myself with sparks over there. One more board to go into that space. And, a board to go across to hold it down. And that one is terrible because it just fell off the whole fucking wall. No worries. No worries. Nice. Nice. All right, a little bit more trim over here. I gotta mute this. Hold on. Not quite clean fit yet. Come on. Come on. Did you see all those sparks? Was that not badass? That's so cool. All right, anyway. A little bit more water to put out the flames. All right. So that's all the panels where they belong, set up, and ready to go. Now, to unveil the china hutches, the display cases. So let's go back over in this direction. Right there. Shout out to my sister. These were hers at her house. I have a feeling she will recognize them when she comes in here for the first time, seeing her old china hutches on display here at the Old Humble Distilling Company. They are huge. They are super giant. And they are also super awesome. Okay. Move it into place here. And now there's still a couple of things that need to be put in over here. I've got a sink that I need. Is the audio okay? Do we have audio? Did I unmute? Did I unmute? Yeah, I unmuted. Okay. So yeah, I've got a sink that I'm going to put in over here. I mean, I am, like I've said, mostly, I'm going to go with 95% finished. Probably higher than that, because the stuff that needs to be done is not like heavy duty, heavy lifting stuff like it's been in the past. A lot of the stuff now is mostly cosmetic. Mostly. A lot of it's mostly cosmetic. This is functional. The sink that's going to go right here is a functional thing. But it's not so functional that I can't operate the facility without it. All right. One, two, three. Boop. All right. Where's my knife? I play all kinds of fun games when I'm working in the distillery. Where's my tape measure? Where's my screwdriver? Where's my pocket knife? Where's my tape measure is probably the one I've played the most. Where's that box of screws? That was the one that actually sent me to Ace Hardware for another box of screws. All the while, the box of screws I was looking for was sitting on the bar. Sitting on the bar top. Right there. I was not happy about that at all. But that's why I have another box of screws. I've also, where's my screwdriver, has sent me to the store to buy another Phillips head screwdriver. I am 100% convinced that guys have the entire screwdriver industry is not people buying their first ever screwdriver. It is every single person buying a screwdriver has a screwdriver. They've just lost it. And that is why they're going to the store buying a screwdriver. They're buying another screwdriver. Nobody's ever bought their first screwdriver. Because your first screwdriver was almost certainly left behind by somebody who had a screwdriver. And they were like, I've got 5 of them at home. They have 5 of them because they keep losing their screwdrivers. And they go out and buy a new one, and then they found their old one. Or they thought they had 5, but they can't find them. So they've gone to buy yet another screwdriver. Like, I almost went to the store yesterday to buy another Phillips head, knowing full well that I have one somewhere around here. And then I found it. I mean, the damn things are only like $2. They are not expensive. All right. China Hutch exposed. Y'all ready for this? Hey, Mark Gomsack, what's up, my man? Welcome to the party. This is one of the final steps of getting our tasting room put together. This is our display case, which is my sister's old China Hutch, one of 2. I have another one just like it right here next to it. But I've been talking about getting this damn thing in for weeks. My mom's been harassing me about it because it's been at her house. She's like, when are you going to get this thing out of our house? And I'm like, when I finally finish the walls. Get off my back, crazy lady. I kid. I love my mom. She is crazy, though. All right. We ready? Let's do it. There's more cardboard on the front. All right. For real now, let's unveil our new display case, one of two. So the drawing for our spring giveaway will be in a couple of weeks. I will be giving away a bottle of our special edition double oaks, not double oak, cast strength Black Cat Ridge Rye. Must be 21 to win. Super chats and members get preferential treatment on the drawing. How do you enter? Get into chat. So William Comstock, you're in. You're in the drawing. Congratulations. And for those of y'all who are new and don't know who I am the Old Humble guy. I'm owner and proprietor of the Old Humble Distilling Company, the namesake of the channel which you have stumbled across. We make whiskey. We also do vodka and gin, but vodka and gin are not my passions, so you won't see much about vodka and gin on my channel. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, whoosh. Ba-bam! The first of two displays at the Old Humble Distilling Company. This needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but it is a handsome china hutch. A very handsome china hutch. Let's get this thing moved into place. Glass doors. It also has shelves, which are off screen at the moment. People out there be acting crazy right now. I think that's where it's going to go. Yeah, and the sink's actually going to be right here in this little space. So there we go. I want to fit up one thing real quick. Normally, when I do behind the scenes stuff, I'm actually bottling, or I'm bottling the whiskey or labeling the bottles or something along those lines. But today, and for the last several weeks, the behind the scenes stuff has been build out of the tasting room. Oh yeah, this fits perfectly right here. But okay, good. I was worried that it might be too tight of a fit, but I've got like 3 inches on both sides. Good, easy 6 inches to fit in there. All right. So now, who's here? So now, get this crap out of the way, and we'll bring in the other one. And I've also got a painting that's going to go right there in that doorway, a big 6 foot tall painting that's going to go right there. Got all kinds of cool stuff going in this place. I'm going to just lift this up right here. This is the front, actually. So I've got to lift it up, turn it around, get it in its place. 1, 2, 3, upsy daisy. There we go. Gently. Gently. All right. I'm very, very happy right now, he said as he almost pulls the damn thing down on top of him. I don't think they wrapped this one as much as they wrapped the other one. That's okay. Oh, and hi, Sunflowers. I saw you commented, but I didn't note that. I apologize. So we've got William Gomsack. I saw another new name on there. We have added this month 70 new subscribers, which is pretty cool. My goal, my less than ambitious goal for the year, is to finish the year at year. I say that word sounds weird. Year. Year is only one syllable word, but when I say it, it's two. Interesting. Well, not that interesting, but interesting to me. Year. Anyway, how many syllables is it when y'all say it? Year. Anyway, finish the year with 5,000 subscribers. 4,000 would be just replicating last year's pace. Roughly, I added 1,500 subs last year, and I finished the year with like 2,500. So if I added 4,000, or if I added another 1,500, I'd be at 4,000. And I know like the goal isn't like to add subs, but I mean it kind of is. You know, watch time, view hours, views on videos, but all that stuff ultimately translates to subscribers. You know, I mean, it'd be great to have 1,000 views or 10,000 views on a video, but if you get all those views and no subscribers, what's the damn point? You know what I mean? There we go. So that's just inside the trim over here. I could actually probably pull it just a little bit further out. And this one should probably be on the inside because it's got a chip on the corner there. So I'll probably swap places on these two. There we go. Look at that. Nice, classy looking. It classes the place up a lot, doesn't it? Got enough space. I don't know where the brackets are for the shelves. There's one in there. There's no brackets in here. There's one in here, which tells me they are probably, what the hell's this? Here's a handful of brackets. Here's 3, but there are none of them. What's that? Oh, that controls the lights. Cool. How about you? You got any brackets laying around? Nope. Control the lights. Good. It has been probably 20 years since these have been used for anything. See if the brackets are down here in the bottom. No, they are not. Terrific. How about over here? Oh, shoe boxes. What the hell's this? The Christmas Organ. Andy Andrews, The Noticer. It's an audio book, it looks. How to DVD. A weight loss CD. Mooseberry Jam. A Treasury of Christmas Carols. Relax. Soft music. Suddenly 70s. Crank It Up Disc 2. Rock Mix. Oh my lord. The Best of Eric Clapton. Rockin' USA. I can't read this one. Oh, Sheryl Crow. All right. AM Gold, 190, 1973, 1972, 1974. Dance Fever, Saturday Night Fever. Pure Disco. Atlantic Blues Guitar. Sopranos. The Benedictine monks chanting. Jesus Christ. Neil Young. Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill. Elton John, Def Leppard. Adrenalize. Now I'm pretty certain that this was my sister's. Dixie Chicks. Led Zeppelin. Best of the Doors. I'm going to wrap this up and give it back to her as a gift. What the hell's that? Enigma. Blues Travelers? That's mine. It might have been hers. I have my own disc. All right. Well, this has been a romp through classic music history. By classic, I mean stuff people owned in the 90s. And yep, this one has my sister's name on it. So it is clearly hers, not my mom's. It's been in my mom's house for ever. But it does not belong to my mother. It belongs to my sister. And it will be returning to her possession. Unless she wants to donate it to the musical program at the Old Humble Distilling Company. Mr. Jiggs is in the house. Jiggs, I owe you an email. I have an offer to you if you are able to be in Austin on the 27th. So keep an eye open to your emails. I'll be sending you something tonight. Membership has its privileges. There's playing cards in here. Oh my God. This is a box of playing cards. Just playing cards galore. Holy crap. And another shoebox full of playing cards. Jesus. Some of these spilled. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. How many decks of playing cards did my sister possess? Jeez Louise. 3/28/2019. This is actually from a casino. Come on. There's a pad in here, which I think went to a kitchen table. But there's a shelf bracket. It might be the shelf that went in this. Yeah, it looks like it's the shelf that went down here in this section of the hutch. All right, 2 entire boxes of playing cards in that thing. Is that Freedom Rock? It is not Freedom Rock. All right, let's open up these. The shelves are over here. I don't know if y'all can see me. These are all glass shelves. There's like 6 in here, but I don't have the brackets to hold the shelves in, so I can't do anything with it. So, nah, I can't do anything with the shelves just yet because I don't have the brackets for the shelves. So both of those hutches light up. They have lights in the top, so they can light up. I thought they were a little bit taller, but that's okay. There's going to be a strand of lights around the top on the wall. How long have we been going tonight? 2 hours? What time is it? 4 o'clock? Almost 2 hours. Whoops. Hour and a half. Okay. So the next things I have to do is cleaning up this mess. Let's get that camera on with the picture in the picture. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean all this stuff up. There's a nice mess over there in the corner. Put the tables where they belong. I've got to go get brackets for these shelves. I'm going to count the shelves and get the brackets. 4 for each shelf. And then, so there's a light switch at the top of the wall that these will all plug into. Along with the lights that go around the room. I'm going to touch up the paint. I'm going to get a gallon of paint for touch-ups and finishing work tonight. And do that while the boards around the base finish setting up. And then next week, we're going to bottle up some bourbon, bottle up some rye the week after that. Then the week after that, bottle up some straight whiskey. And about 3 or 4 weeks later, bottle up a batch of Special Reserve. Can you do quit talking? Shantafanio, you don't have to be here. So, yeah, I could quit talking, but you could also just get the fuck out and go away. I mean, we could go both ways on that one, you know. Thanks for stopping by, though. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's kind of the agenda for the next 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 8 weeks. We're gonna do a show where we do the drawing. Annoying old man. You sound like you're not my wife. So that's the agenda for like the next 8 weeks. And then what else? Tell you what, Shanton, for $25, I will give you I will give you 10 full minutes of no talking. I will just turn on the ambience in the back, drop a super chat, of $10, and I'll give you 5 minutes of absolute silence. But you got to drop the super chat. Otherwise, piss off. How's that? How's that? Yeah, we'll do that. Put your money where your mouth is. Romper room. Put your money where your mouth is. No? Not going to do it? I do appreciate that. And I do like the back and forth. I do like back and forth people. Just don't expect me to. I mean, I know I'm a grouchy old man. You're not gonna. That's. I find it funny when the romper room set thinks you're old is an insult. That doesn't fucking insult me. That just means I've survived more shit than you've ever seen in your life. So like, keep trying, ding dongs. I mean, I'm just gonna eat peanuts around you and send y'all all into anaphylactic shock. Kids don't scare me. Anywho, yeah, so that's the agenda for like the next 8 weeks. Next time I come on, I've got this door right here. I've got this big 8-foot by 6-foot door that I'm going to build. I've got the design planned out. I know exactly how I'm going to do it. I've just got to get the boards to get it done. I've got a shipment of whiskey coming in that we're going to bottle up. I've got my bourbon that's ready to bottle. I've got my rye that's ready to bottle. So the next couple of episodes will probably be over there in the operating floor. The current, because I'm pretty much, well, what's going to be done in here, the lighting that I'm going to do, the decorations over here on this wall. When I do the mural on this wall, and for reference's sake, I'm actually facing the back of the tasting room. So over here, when I reference over here, that's the bar. When I reference over here, that's the my left is the screen's right. So that's this side down here. This big wall right here. When I reference here, that's this wall here. When I reference over here, that's the far side, the bar over there. Anyway, so the mural is going to go right up here. I may paint that live. I may not. We'll see. But then putting some decorations up on the wall over here. I've got at least one LED light that I'll put over here, a string of lights around the top, my banner behind the bar, the Old Humble Distilling Company banner behind the bar. I've got directly in front of me this small section that's next to the doorway there. That's going to have a couple of dartboards. The display cases will have whiskey on display and all of our merchandise on display. And then probably in about 2 or 3 weeks, I'll get to working on the floor. We're going to have a nice stain on the floor. That's kind of a, I don't know how to describe it, but it's lighter than the stain on the wood. It's probably close to the stain on the China hutches, but I think I'm going to take the stain off of that and refinish those with the same stain that I have on the trim here in the shop. So there you go. Where's the disco ball going? Oh, the disco ball is going to go right here in the center of the shop. Actually, no, it's going to go over. It's going to go up here. The disco ball will be. Let's see. So that's where the stage officially. That's like the stage area for the bands. The disco ball will go right. Look at 1, 2. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 panels over or on the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 feet from the wall, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. that corner right there, that's 4 this way and 4 this way, it's going to go right there. It'll be 8 feet from the wall, from each one of these walls, 8 feet and 8 feet. It'll go right there. I might move it. No, yeah, it'll go 8 feet right there. The lights from the LEDs will kind of glimmer. That'll be right in front of where the band is. So that's where the disco ball is going to go. Glad you asked. You think I'm joking? You are incorrect. That is exactly where the disco ball is going to be. Disco ball. Annoying old man. Annoying old. I still love that. That cracks me up. Last time I was on, when I was doing the bottling for the Black Cat Ridge, I went off on a full-throated rant, full-chested, about the most annoying thing about running a business, that people with no skin in the game feel the need, obligation, and quite frankly, the audacity to tell me how to run my business. And of all the things that I have to put up with as an entrepreneur, that one thing pisses me off more than anything else. So calling me an annoying old man doesn't piss me off, but saying, hey, you know what you should do? Oh man, I can be polite about it and listen, smile, and nod, but man, these people, they possess an audacity. They possess an audacity which is just beyond the pale. Hi, this is what you should do. You should stop making whiskey altogether and then just make root beer, because root beer's really popular. Kid, have you ever thought about making tequila? That's possibly my favorite well-intentioned bad advice, because I cannot legally make tequila. But then people are like, have you ever thought about making tequila? Because tequila, like, not only are you demonstrating your shocking ignorance of the industry when you say that, your well-intentioned advice displays a shocking ignorance of the industry, because I can't legally make tequila because we're in the United States. Not only does your well-intentioned advice betray a shocking ignorance of the industry, but also, what the fuck makes you think a whiskey maker is just going to be all like, you know what, I'm just going to stop doing everything that I've been doing and completely change everything that I've done? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have some of our Black Cat Ridge cask strength rye as a job well done cocktail. 120 proof. This is my personal shot glass. The distiller's own shot glass. This is the one that I use for sampling out of the barrels. This is the one that I use for pretty much everything that I do around here. And I'm not even going to take a full shot. About a half a shot, because it's 120 proof. And damn, sister, that's stout. Especially for 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But I've got to spend some time in Home Depot later to look for stains for our floors in here. Ooh, a zaddy. Really? I've never been called a zaddy before. Calm down there. Lone is my what? Lone is my fave streamer. Okay. Welcome to the party. You've been added to the, assuming you're 21, you've been added to the list of potential winners on the Wheel of Doom and Glory. I ought to add you twice. Nobody calls me Zaddy. That's sexy as hell. Jigs, I've done it. Hold on. Jigs, I've done it. I've done a barrel proof whiskey, my man. I've listened. That is what we're giving away. And you, my friend, have been entered to win 25 times because you're a member of the channel. You've been entered to win a bottle of our Black Cat Ridge whiskey. 120 proof, 60% ABV, upside down. 120 proof, 60% ABV, 375 milliliter bottles. The first ever, I won't say only, the first ever cask strength release from the Old Humble Distilling Company. I'm thinking I might do one in the winter too. I'm thinking I might do a cask strength bourbon as well for Christmas. But yeah, I've resisted for years. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it because knowing full well that you know most people take their 120 proof whiskey, bring it home, put ice in it, and my ice is special. My ice is magical. My ice comes from God Himself. It's delivered from the rain clouds. Oh my! I just checked my sub count. Yeep, y'all. Thank you for your support. I love it. I really do. Should I keep going? Should I go ahead and put the lights up? I don't want to put the lights up because I got to do the touch-up paint first. I need to do touch-up paint before I put up the lights. And then we'll string the lights. Should I go ahead and do the lights? You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do the lights. Cheers. Zaddy. I love that. I'm going to turn them. I wish I could highlight. I wish I had my plugin that I could highlight the comments. I've never been called Zaddy before. That's funny. It cracks me up. Okay, so what I am going to do is plug in the display cases. Oi. Another reason that I haven't been streaming regularly, not only all the work that we've been doing around here, is that I've been on the road like a madman. I have been traveling all over the place. Austin, Corpus, no, not Corpus, Austin, Georgetown, oops, wrong way. Nope, right way. Come on. There we go. Let's see here. Austin, Georgetown, Friendswood, League City, Galveston, Beaumont, College Station. Just a few of the trips that I've taken selling our whiskeys. All right. Let's see if these lights work, if I have to replace them or not. Ah. Well, there's no fucking light in there. All right. How about this one? You have a light? Oh, shit. Yeah, so there's a light in that one. All right. So that's what it's going to look like in all its glory. As you can see, we've got some cleanup on those guys. So let's switch over to the live picture-in-picture, or the live feed there. So that lit up. So we're gonna have the shelves in there. You got to use your imagination just a little bit on here. You have the shelves in there, and then the bottles will be in there. So everything will be kind of lit up. The bottles will be towards the front, so they'll be lit up from behind. But I think I may not do that. I may push the bottles to the back so they're lit up in front, so they're much easier to see. Um, cheers, Jigs. Have a great night, man. So yeah, we got light. Probably gonna have to upgrade that outlet up there so that it's all right. I got to pull that light out and figure out what kind of lights I need to get for this. These are not identical. They're close, but they're not quite identical. I don't want to refinish those because all the sanding. But could be worse, I guess. Thanks for all y'all support. 2330. Holy crap. We just popped through another couple. Thank you all for visiting and your support. I really do. Even if you just want to come in and tell me I'm an annoying old man. I mean, I'm going to call you a romper room baby in response. But that said, I still appreciate the support. Come on in. I don't have any problem telling dad jokes and being annoying. So yeah, this whole space in here started off as literally emptiness. It was just nothing. And now, I mean, golly, now I've got like actual walls, lights, displays. I mean, it's all done. It's all here. All right, I got to leave that there for a little longer, I think. I got some. I'm going to have to re-glue this in, I think. It did not set the way it should. Clearly. Stop it. Stay. All right. Zaddy. Let's clean some stuff out of here. So what other good topics are there to talk about? I'm only going to be on for another like 20 minutes. Give me one more good topic. Enough of the pizza topics. Unless you just want to talk about pizza topics, then fine. Let's talk about pizza topics. But I think we pretty much exhausted the idea of New York versus Chicago style pizzas. And I think the where I settled on that, I don't know if I did settle on that. I think New York style pizza is more common. You're gonna find something that's more like a New York style pizza anywhere you go. I think that's pretty much the long and the short of the New York style pizza debate versus Chicago style pizza debate. You know, I mean, fast food pizza, Domino's, Pizza Hut, et cetera, they're not New York style pizza, they're fast food pizza. But they're more like New York style pizza than Chicago style pizza. You know what I mean? Those pizzas, stylistically speaking, are more similar to New York than Chicago. And ergo, that's a fancy word. Ergo, if you like pizza in general, you are more likely to like New York style pizza because you are more likely to have had a pizza that is more like a New York style pizza than a Chicago pizza. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Makes sense to me at least. And if it doesn't make sense to you, too bad, Romper Room. Y'all can go look up what Romper Room is. Okay. Items to here's something on my mind lately. Items that need to be gotten for the distillery, for the distillery studio. So we're going to start recording our podcast with Jody Summers right back there where the stage is. We're going to start recording our podcast back there. But in order to properly do it, I need Well, I've got lights, but what I need is probably just a better lighting rig. Oops, tape on this. You get a better lighting rig, so the poles to hold the lights on. I do that. I need a better computer. I keep saying that, but this computer does fine. And I think I solved most of the issue with. It seems that I have solved the issue with the camera freezing that we had in the old. It seems like it was a short in my power cord that was causing power surges into my power strip, which was then causing an overload into the camera, resulting in the camera freezing. And that's generally bad. You know, you don't want that to happen for obvious reasons. Because when you're in the middle of a live stream and your camera freezes, then you got to spend time of your live stream fixing your stupid technology, which sucks, especially when you could be doing other things. Here's the strand of a 50-foot strand of lights that's going to go around the top. Starting here, 50 feet will go right about to the edge of this wall here. And then the other 50 feet will go right about to the edge of that wall. And then I will run the power coupler here up through the roof, or up through the ceiling rather, and across and back down into that power outlet over there, with a little extension cord coming down through the ceiling and plugging in up there. But what I might end up doing is, instead of having the extension cord come down, I might run a power strip up and then have everything just plug in the power strip. These two guys, the lighting and all that. But this has to be down, attached to the ceiling or attached to the wall, because it's remote controlled. But yeah, so when we do I need a new camera, because that's just a webcam. This here is just a webcam. And my proper camera, the Canon that I had been, just looked over at our neighbors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 RVs in the lot across the street. Curious. So yeah, when we start doing the podcast, I want to have a better camera, possibly 2. 2 cameras would be ideal. Zaddy. You kids are off the chain. Incorrigible, you children. That's a way to win over the romper room set. Call them children. I kid. You don't even know what romper room is. Put that there. Is it going to slide? Yeah, it's going to slide. Nope. Yeah, that'll work. Probably. Be good. But yeah, this has been a long time coming. I think I started this build out in October, if I'm not mistaken. And between actual work and actual travel and family obligation, which is actually seeing my family from time to time. I mean, I can't just stay up here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'd like to, but I can't. Not practical by any stretch of the imagination. Let's put some of these tables where they belong. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mount if I have the hardware for it, mount my, I don't have the hardware, do I? I do not. I have the bracket, but I don't have the mounting hardware. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. This chair goes back behind the bar. Oh, at least right by the bar. Chair goes right here. Actually, I think the bar manager's chair should go over there, so the bar manager can just sit. Maybe back here. I don't know where we'll put the bar manager's chair. That's the official title of my bartender, is bar manager. I don't like the term bartender. You're not just tending a bar. You're running the whole damn thing like a boss. You are the boss. I do want to look at these shelves, though. I need to take a good look at these shelves and make sure that they're not broken and that I can count them and make sure I have everything that I need. And again, this project isn't quite finished. There are still a handful of things that need to get done, not the least of which is my big sliding barn door. The barn door, which goes right here. That's the door. That's where the big barn door is going to go. Right there. It's a 6 foot by 8 foot opening, and it will fully separate the tasting room from the operating floor. Zaddy. That's all right. That's gonna make me chuckle for days to come. So I guess now's as good a time as any to talk about the channel itself. Like, the purpose for this channel is effectively promoting our distillery. The purpose of the channel is to promote the distillery, and ultimately, if you're over 21, to sell whiskey. And you can buy our whiskey online if you're over 21 at oldhumbledistilling.com/shop-online, or just go to oldhumbledistilling.com. There's still updates that need to be made to the website. It was just ported over from Wix to WordPress. So there's some changes and updates that need to be made still, because the WordPress stuff wasn't perfect. Visually, it's unfinished. These are heavy duty. Oh my goodness, they're seriously heavy duty. Look at that. That is good glass. Okay. And there's 2 of those. And I believe there's only 2 here. 1, 2. Okay, so there's 4 total. Oh, hey, brackets. That's 1 set of brackets. 1 goddamn set of brackets. 1. So that's 1. I have 2 sets of brackets. So I need 8 more brackets. All right, well, I can at least put in 2 shelves, get those guys safe and out of the way. When we have the actual LED lights up and the decorations up and everything up, when we turn off the lights, this place is going to, like, be magical almost. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? We're going to have lights. I mean, we can have them twinkling if we want to. We can have them flashing, strumming along with the beats when the bands are playing. Slowly cycling through colors, glowing, if you will. I'm going to take these two here because those other two are still wrapped up in a bubble wrap. These have got to be cleaned and polished. I think the best part about doing stuff like this is I feel productive. You know, it's not just doing the same thing over and over and over and over. My old job at the bank, you know, I was doing a lot of work that was just, it felt like repetitive, busy work that wasn't actually adding value. It was averting risk. And averting risk is not the same as adding value. There's very little joy in the value adding process when you're talking about averting risk for a living. I think I have one of these at home. This is just a lava lamp bulb, I think. There it is. And we are so low on inventory right now. So low on inventory. Yep. I knew that was going to happen. I had a feeling. Woo-hoo, that I was going to knock that thing down. I was going to knock that thing down. Hey, 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 hey. And finally, you. Looks nice. Looks nice. It's going to look even nicer when we have even more stuff in there. I'm away from chat. I can't see if anybody's asking a question. I'll be there in just a second. I wish there was a plugin that would say the chats out loud. I know they have it on Twitch, but I don't know if they have that for the YouTubes yet. Nope, good. Let's see here. Any more brackets to be found? Nope. 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 All right. No more brackets to be found. So I need 4 brackets for the shelves. Or I'm sorry, 2 sets of brackets. 4, 8. I need 8 brackets for the shelves. Hi, everybody. Oh, hello. I can get TTS on YouTube. Oh, take some tech support. Well, I don't have tech support. um, I mean, I'm sure there's a plug-in through OSB that I could use, which is what I use for my streaming. OSB is what I use for streaming. And I've used other plugins for OSB. I've used the text highlight or the chat highlight plugin to highlight texts. I've used the bottom thirds plugin on OSB for putting names at the bottom, names and descriptions of guests. I've done that with me and Lisa. Their plugins are kind of some of them can be somewhat memory intensive. So I'm kind of wary of their plugins for that reason. They can be memory intensive. Which goes back to the I need a better computer problem. And all this stuff that I'm working on. You know, if I get a better computer, then I'll jump into all the tech frenzy that I can come up with, figuring out all the different things that I can use and do with a little bit better processor, a little bit better memory, a little bit better graphic card. All this stuff kind of goes together in a trying to do a better job of making better content within the theme of stuff that I do. My shorts are mostly nonsensical comedy. My recorded content is typically whiskey focused. And then my live streams can go from whiskey field nonsense to actual work at the distillery. A little bit of both. And I would like to get back to the happy hour stuff, but I've been so damn exhausted. Wednesday nights are not the best nights anymore for me to do live content the way I've done in the past. So I've got to come up with a better theme or a better schedule. When we live stream when we do our live recordings of the podcast from right here where the big TV is, that's going to be live streamed, but only to members. And then the cut and recorded version will go to the cut and recorded version will go to the channel. It won't be live. So if you want to get in on chat during our podcast, you got to actually be a member. Okay, that needs to move. Well, it can go here for now. But all of this stuff has to go. This is all product and supplies here. My bar manager is going to come in tomorrow and not going to recognize the place. He's going to be like, damn. And I'm going to be like, Gary, chill, man. Like you are a middle-aged white man. You need to quit acting like that. In fact, this TV stand probably needs to go into the wood chipper. I don't think I need that anymore at all. Let's see what I got down here. I got a few things down here that are worth having still. Tank tops. Oh, this is one of my favorite things. Look at this. I won this at a drawing in a bar. The fact that it is a drawing is secondary to the fact that I won it in a drawing. It was like a raffle, something or another. But I've got all my sponsorships, event posters, all that stuff framed up and ready to go up on the walls. Maybe I'll put it up here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Up here above the hutches. I'll put the events and put all my event posters over here. Maybe. I don't know. This chair needs to go. Whoops. That's fine. It's not hurting nothing. Not going anywhere. Get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. Moment of truth. Any buckling? Perfect. Perfection. Put this wood away. Dude, this is end game shit. This is all end game. Look at that. Look at that. Getting all cleaned up and dressed up for the party. What party? Well, our grand opening starts this weekend. That's part of the party. Our grand opening starts this weekend, and I want this place looking at least a little bit respectable. Can't have all this construction nonsense all over the place. Can't have all this construction nonsense all over the place. Good? I think we're good. This is exciting. So the next big challenge I've got is building this door over here. I've got the design for the door down. I know what I'm going to do as far as the design goes. Put that chair over there. And that's going to be a secret till it's time to reveal. We're not there yet. So cool it. Just a little warp on this side over here. It might stick, it might not. Take this chair, put it over there. Where are we at? We're over here now. Okay. So I'm working over here behind the bar. We've got this extension cord that doesn't need to be here anymore. This will go here, and underneath it is a normal outlet. Good. Which means this extension cord can now go away. All right. Every dad's pet peeve, extension cords. All right, that's good. The key to rolling an extension cord is when you extend it out, give it a quarter of a turn twist in your hand, or a half turn twist in your hand. So you're actually rolling it straight up and not curling it as well. Because if you curl it, then you end up with kinks. Because, well, I mean, no kink shaming here. Unless it's in an extension cord. Not down with that. And when you unroll it, it should naturally come out unkinked if you did it right, if you unrolled it right at least. But people don't unroll the damn extension cords right. Grouchy, grouchy, grumble, grumble. Remember, I am a grouchy old man at heart. And there we go. Everything in its place. And this extension cord is probably about 100 miles longer than I ever need an extension cord to be. But looky there, unkinked, ready to work, as extension cords should be. Should be able to just grab them and put them to work. Like your wife. Just kidding, honey. I love you. Don't get mad at me and divorce me. All right, what's next? I'm not going to sweep until tomorrow. And we'll push this back to roughly where it goes. There we go. This table here is going to turn 90 degrees and go right there, but I don't want to do that until this is ready to go. Guys, I feel like we are at a good stopping point. What do y'all think? Think like this is a good stopping point? I mean, I still have some work to do around the shop. Probably about another hour's worth, give or take. But look at that. This floor is not even close to ready either. I'm looking at the floor. It's just bare concrete. So I want to give it a nice stain. And the stain is going to be a little bit lighter than this wood. A little bit darker than the stainless steel. That's a clutter. It's going to be darker than the stainless steel. Maybe lighter than the stainless steel. It's going to be kind of a brown, kind of a sandy brown color instead of this plain wood color. It's going to be kind of a sandy brown color. Maybe the color of the china hutches. Maybe. We'll see. But that's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 weeks. That's not going to happen tonight, and it's not going to happen tomorrow, and it's not going to happen. Probably not going to happen live. Whew. Anyway. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, we're going to wrap this up. Do we have memberships? Fresh new ones? Nope. Same old ones. Good. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I truly do. Thanks for joining me on the stream. Thanks for chatting. Everyone who got into chat will be entered into our giveaway drawing, which will be happening in a couple of weeks. I will put out a post and notification to let everyone know when that is about to happen. And call me annoying old man. Like, yeah, that is accurate. And zaddy. I love that. I'm going to pin that one. That's going to be pinned. I got called zaddy. Anywho. All right, guys. We're going to wrap it. That's where we're at. We are mostly, I've got a few more embellishments that we're going to do over the next 3 or 4 days. Tonight, I'm going to go get a gallon of paint for touch-ups. And filling in some gaps. And then once that dries, tomorrow I'm going to put in the lights, hang a couple of decorative items. Yeah, that back hallway needs to be finished. I'm looking at that back hallway. That is yuck. I need to get that taped, primed, and painted. I need to go ahead and buy 3 or 4 more gallons of paint, I suppose. Not just the one, but I don't need 3 or 4 right now. I just need one. And then we're rolling. We're rocking and rolling. Continuing to rock and roll, I should add. Again, thank you all for your support. I absolutely appreciate it. It helps to continue the operation of the distillery. Helps to make the distillery grow. And the name out there. Every time somebody likes a video, shares a video, comments on a video, it helps grow the distillery because it helps expand the reach and expand the name and get the name out into new markets and new places. We are available online at oldhumbledistilling.com. Hit the shop online button. You must be 21. You got to be 21 to buy whiskey. And all month of April, we're celebrating our grand opening with our special release cast strength rye, 120 proof, 375 milliliter bottles, available only at the distillery. There's only 140 bottles remaining. 12 12s is what we made. So, did I make 144? No, I made 120, and 4 of them are gone. So there's only 5 of them are gone. So there's only 115 left. But I got enough for another couple of cases, another 24. I think I'm going to make another 24. Anywho, thanks so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. And we're going to keep doing these. We're going to keep reaching out and talking to the community directly. And we're also available in bars and stores. So come see me at a Specs. Come see us at a Total Wine. Come see us at a bar around town. Cheers. Have a great night. Bye. This has been an award-winning production. Special thanks to our super fan, Mr. Jiggs, for helping support and fund the distillery studio operation. We'll see you next time on our next